And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. carry by Taylor to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. Campbell making the catch. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Edmonds is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That was caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Ready up.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. But they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive. It's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the set.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charlie. Free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That's just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's,
They can't always account for individual effort defensively, and this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Well, they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. He had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. And your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up with a still manageable 2nd and 13. They go play action. Mariota. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it in a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on the first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Fights through it. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Ray bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That's them not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On third down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And no timeout.
Here's Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
York able to send this one through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's all in. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Mariota. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. Mariota now. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Second down and goal. Mariota. And that was going to be off target and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. Could need to.
Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his quarterback there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Chubb again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Chubb, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the lead, here's third and goal. To throw, Watson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. York able to send this one through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, they'd be up in the 300s right there. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. A quick throw complete to Washington. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got it open man, it's Michael Gallup. He's got the first down and more. Still on his feet. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan,
coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up for the first and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's caught. It's James Washington. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 36, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Inside give to Elliott. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 16, Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to play drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever heard.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
46.
Prescott now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Prescott now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott to throw on 4th.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Montgomery on the counter. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
That's complete right side to Komet.
Oh, a solid stiff arm, and some open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Montgomery back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Maher on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Into the hands of Kroger. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.